I poured my root beer into a square glass. And then I was left with just beer. What kind of exercise do lazy people do? Diddly squats. What did the ocean say to the beach? Nothing, it just waved. I got my forklift license today. I'm working on my spoon and knife lift next week. Did you hear about the hipster who burned his tongue? He drank his coffee before it was cool. White rabbit walks into a bar. Bartender says, "Hey, we have a drink named after you." White rabbit says, "You have a drink called Clarence?" My wife crashed the car while listening to Adele. She was rolling in the Jeep. My parents told me I could be whoever I wanted to be when I grew up. But it turns out identity theft is a crime. I told my boss 3 companies were after me and I need a raise. He asked what 3 companies? I said gas, water and electric. I asked my dog what's 2 minus 2. He said nothing. When my son was little, my friends and I used to play football with him. My wife eventually made me buy a ball. Why don't calculus majors throw house parties? Because you should never drink and derive. What do you call a book club that's been stuck on the same book for years? Church. How many times do you need to tickle an octopus to make it laugh? 10 tickles. If you ever get locked out of your house, talk to the lock calmly, as communication is key. My friend's pet dog swallowed several coins. He's keeping his eye on what it poops, but says there's been no change yet. I still remember first time I got on an elevator. It was quite an uplifting experience. The second time, it let me down. I'm making a documentary about setting up a vegetable garden. It's going to be narrated by a commentator. My wife is angry at me for not giving the neighbors some privacy. I'm still sitting on the fence on this one. I got a dog at the bakery last week. He's purebred. I used to really hate facial hair. But then, it grew on me. How do you fix a broken tomato? With tomato paste. What does a starving man call a pig? A bacon of hope. I was so bored that I memorized 6 pages of the dictionary. And I learned next to nothing. What do you call someone who is good at cleaning but doesn't know it? A sweeper agent. How do you keep a bagel from getting away? Put locks on it. I'm Bob Jeffy. You don't want to miss this. There's a bonus dad joke waiting for you at the end of the episode. Let's spread some happiness, or pain, with these jokes. Wishing you a great day, and I'll be back with more jokes tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. Hey listeners, want to get smarter in less than 10 minutes? Then check the Daily Facts podcast that brings you interesting and surprising facts from around the world every day. Did you know that the longest recorded flight of a chicken lasted for 13 seconds? Or that there's a species of jellyfish that can essentially live forever? With the Daily Facts podcast, you'll learn something new and fascinating with every episode. Tune in daily and impress your friends with your newfound knowledge. Listen now on your favorite podcast platform. Do you have your own dad joke you want to share? Join the hundreds of listeners who have submitted their own dad jokes through my voicemail. Please spread the laughs and groans and submit your own dad joke to our voicemail, with the best ones to be included in special fan episodes. Just leave your name, the city and state you live in, and your best dad joke. Call 978-393-1076. I'll repeat that number, it's 978-393-1076, or check the show notes page for the number. I look forward to hearing from you. The Daily Dad Jokes podcast is produced by Classic Studios. See the show notes page for social media links and joke credits. What did the triangle say to the circle? You're pointless.